Alright. So when the last episode ended, if you suck at that, is, just getting the character started. I want to go through the story again, but I don't want to go through as a level 1 character. I want to basically coast through the story. They don't really give you money, so you can't exactly, do it without getting some money from the other characters. So I spent some time doing that. I figured it wouldn't be entertaining if I just randomly did that. But this will hop into the story content pretty quickly here. I mean, basically say it's like a 30-minute thing that I could have just cut, but just make a second video. I think the introduction is pretty cool. So yeah, we're committed to this character though, right now. Just because of all the work I put into getting her to this point. So the voice might, I better love that voice. One thing that's kind of annoying about the game that they still haven't really addressed is the fact that when you fly to a planet, you can't exactly just go to the planet. You have to go to the check-in station and then blah 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 blah. But as you saw, I got the Master Datacron. Gives you equipment. It doesn't really make the game easier. It just makes it less time-consuming. It's one of the really cool things, and you'll see it as soon as I land, is that it actually levels you down once you reach to the planet. So I actually think that's really cool because it just makes things a lot go smoother. So I'm level 70, but once I get to the zone, you should see it down to the max level of the planet. Or maybe it won't, and I'll look like an idiot. But that's the way they. I mean, I forget exactly when they instituted that, but it's really cool because there'll be little to no downtime in terms of getting to this through the content. Because it'll be just me playing the story, role-playing my character. So so one of the things about this game is it's really hard to be a true hardcore gray player. You gotta be one or the other. But we'll see. See, I didn't one-shot him, so I'm wearing level 70 here, so they very clearly level me down. Oh, there we go. So you see, it's showing me as level 12, so I'm still above the level for this quest, the recommended level. But it's not going to be a super cakewalk, so it just makes it a little less annoying. I get to try out some of these skills too. I like the idea of AoE damage though. Because of the fact that it just allows me to just wipe out groups of enemies at the same time. Let's see, targets. Let me try this one out. Storms. I don't know, maybe it would be worth it to gone. But I'll get the force respec too. So I can always switch.
Someone clean up this mess.
Between disciplines. I don't know exactly how that affects stats, but from what I read, we're just gonna go casual. That won't matter too much. Obviously there's always the min-max
Too easy. Timber!
That's never been my style. I forget exactly what was my first Sith character. I think it was a Juggernaut. I think it was like a cyborg Juggernaut. But it'll be interesting. Once I actually start getting into good content, right now I'm just gonna do like the story, and then I'm gonna record it all the way. I don't really have a projected path on how I'm gonna handle this.
Acolyte. Unusual, but not unexpected. The Sith are not friendly to your kind, but that will be an advantage, I think. You are here for your trial, yes? Learn the ways of the Sith from a doddering old man in a tomb, and hopefully to return to your master with the mark of my approval.
Yes, my lord, that's right.
Of course it is. I know the way of things on the surface. But before I answer either way, you must pass a trial of blood. Survive, and I will teach you what I know.
And here's where the concept of levels kind of hurt the game, I think. I think of any MMO were to just like get rid of levels, I think Star Wars The Old Republic would be a really good one. Because like, that guy is really weak compared to something like that. And, to be held in such high regard is kind of interesting.
Excellent. These former acolytes wanted nothing more than to earn their second chance for glory by killing you and taking your place. But your desire proved stronger, and their blood became the mantle of your victory. Well done. But you are not Sith yet. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength, power. Through power, victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. This is the Sith Code. Commit it to your heart, and you will have the strength to crush your enemies. Do you understand?
Of course. I was born to be Sith.
Good. Then go. Return to Harkon and nurture your hatred for him. And use your fear of him to grow stronger. He may raise his fist to strike, but it is Lord Zash who determines where the blow will land.
How do you know Harkon and Lord Zash?
Both of them have been through here in my time, and they have gone their separate paths since. Now, go. Leave me to my rest.
So, I'm not gonna go I'm mostly gonna go light-sided for a lot of things, just because, like I said, the cartoony interpretation that this brings sometimes I just find kind of silly. But I will deviate from that as the story calls on it. I'll actually learn the rotation sometime. Eventually. I was gonna check out all the cool stuff.
Stay down. Not even a challenge.
I wizard use classes. I don't really like wizards most of the
Someone
time.
clean up this mess.
It's nice to do something a little different. So one thing you'll see is that even though I'm skipping the story, there still is quite a bit of content, both with travel time and just like the sheer amount of stuff to do. It's not gonna be like, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, you also realize I get lost a lot. I'm not a finished product. I'm pretty average, so like
Too easy.
expect failure and just weird things. And there's gonna be like, you know, quite randomly decide to do it out. Expect me to fail it a couple times. Some bosses, especially once I hit the Eternal Throne. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna play things in terms of romances or whatever. I play a character. I'll just do it as I feel like it. I'm not gonna particularly look to just like only go for girls or to go for a guy. I think it's just like whatever makes sense to me at the time. If I feel an attachment to a character naturally, that might work. And if I just want to do it just because, see what happens. But I like the whole like allure of the female Inquisitor compared to the male. Like the male, when I played a male, I played it like a Revan-ish character. This is gonna be more of like a Darth Talon type.
Ah, the last one. Always the latecomer. Now we can see what the hermit thinks of you, Slime. Acolyte Corey. Step forward, please.
Yes, Overseer.
You are a weak, pathetic rodent, and even a lunatic like Spindrel can see this. And that means... Meet our newcomer, Von Alt. This is real Sith strength, and he will tear you apart and crush your bones, slaves. Look on him. No connections left in the world, but pure Sith blood. This is Lord Zash's future apprentice, not filth like you.
We'll see how tough he is out in the tombs. Alone, with just me and my blade for company.
Step this way, slave. I want to speak to you privately. The rest of you get out of here. You know your trials. You too, Fawn. Spindrel awaits. Now, listen to me. Spindrel is a lunatic. His approval means nothing. You are filth, and you will die. Is that clear?
You think you scare me?
You're nothing, and don't forget it. Now, your second trial. Lord Zash has requested a special trial for you, which you will no doubt fail. Go to Inquisitor Zinn in the jails. He will fill you in on the details, and most likely hasten your demise.
Don't count on my demise, Harkon. I don't die easy.
Don't boast, slave. I don't want to see you again until you're back from the jails. That's all.
Alright, so are you automatically like get the dark sides? Well, I like the fact that it hides. So I'm not gonna make this big as I'm just gonna do what I feel like doing. I'm not gonna look for a specific approval from allies or whatever. And you know, if something works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. My Jedi Knight was played that way, and she didn't get any romances. Which is fine. You know, I didn't try to force it.
Acolyte, you've arrived. And not a moment too soon. Hakan has given me very specific instructions. You were raised as a slave, but must discard those traits and learn to control others. And I have just the task for that end. Meet this drivelling excuse for an acolyte. He will be your victim.
What exactly does this entail?
A short while ago, there was what we call an unauthorized murder here in the Academy. A rivalry among apprentices resulted in death. Interrogate him. Make him tell you who committed this crime at any cost.
I can absolutely do that.
Excellent. Get to it then. I look forward to watching you work.
Please, don't hurt me. I don't know anything.
Scream, weakling. I want to hear your suffering.
Please, don't do that again. I'll do anything.
Entertain me. Give me a song or something.
Sing? Are you serious? I mean, sure. Yes, what should I...
I don't care. Just make it something cheerful.
Okay. All right. They say it's a purple galaxy, a great day to be alive. Dee-dum, dee-dum, dee-dum. I'm sorry, I'm too nervous. I can't remember any of the words. Please, just let me go.
Just as soon as you tell me who the murderer is.
I can't do that. I can't. You'll kill me if I tell. Or worse.
You have my complete, undivided attention.
That's all you're getting out of me. I can't tell you anymore.
I'm here to help.
Fine. He'll kill me for it, but I'll tell you. The murderer is an apprentice named Essor Kayan. You have to protect me, or he'll kill me.
You may be mistaken.
Kayan's master is a Dark Council member. Might as well try fighting the Emperor himself. Kayan won't get so much as a reprimand. But when Kayan finds out, he'll come after me.
Not if I have any say in the matter.
It's a nice thought, but I doubt it. Maybe
Let's
you
just
could
slay,
persuade
not
the
completely
Inquisitor
cruel.
to protect me. Unlikely, though. It's not the Sith's way.
You don't have to tell me. I heard the name loud and clear, though I sorely wish I hadn't. Essor Kayan. Kayan's master is a Dark Council member. I'd be a fool to oppose him. But anyway, your trial here is done. I will send my commendations to Overseer Harkin. You may return to him now.
No more torture. But I was just getting started.
I know. It's so hard to stop once you've started.
This guy looks really good.
Perhaps later, if you survive your trials. It has been most pleasant watching you work, Acolyte. Truly, I wish you the best of luck in your remaining trials. It was a pleasure working with you.
Nope, guess we're screwed over.
I don't want to die.
I can have that out to just like be completely cruel. I'm just gonna do whatever. And whatever happens, happens. I think Sprint is like automatically enabled.
Well, well, well. I had been looking forward to cutting another one of you down, but it looks like I'll be spared the trouble. Unsurprisingly, Nylock has gone missing. Also, unsurprisingly, Fon has passed his first trial. It's only a matter of time before he tramples you all underfoot.
I'll tear you apart where you stand, slave.
Patience, Fon. An accident in the tombs is much more convincing. Now, the lot of you know your next task. Go. I want to speak to Fon and our latecomer. Now, slave, Zin says you handled yourself expertly, and as much as I find this difficult to believe, Lord Zash is satisfied with his evaluation. Undoubtedly, Zin helped you in some way, but you will not have his help on the next trial. Both you and Fawn will have trials of intellect, trials that test your ability to apply your understanding of the Force to solve problems.
You don't expect a slave to be a match for me in intellect. I've been trained under the greatest teachers.
Calm down, Fawn. I certainly do not expect this slave to be a match for you. That's why you will have separate trials.
Truly, your generosity astounds.
You're only digging your own grave. Fawn, you will go to the library on the second floor of the Academy and translate the following texts for Lord Zash.
Yes, Overseer.
Slave, deep in the ancient, monster-infested tomb of Marka Ragnos, there is a holocron filled with dark secrets and encased in a great stone monument. No one has figured out how to release the holocron from its stone prison in over 1,000 years. You will bring this holocron to me, or you will die.
A simple errand. Need anything else in the tomb while I'm down there?
You will bring back the holocron, or hope that the spirit of Marka Ragnos himself returns to end your miserable existence. Now go. A word of advice. Don't enter the tombs alone. Travel in numbers.
Not that bad.
Some say the madman in the tomb of Agenta Paul will kill you before the rest does.
Don't listen to this coward. We're here to prove ourselves, aren't we?
Go ahead. Ignore me. There'll be more to take your place.
Alright, sorry about that. Need to get a drink and some food. Kind of was feeling hungry. You know, so much downtime in this game, you can kind of do that pretty easily. Like, one of the things that annoys me about this game is there's a lot of stuff like this. Excuse me. There's a lot of stuff that's like this where they're adding like a lot of unnecessary downtime, in my opinion, to the game. Where I really think that just getting people engrossed in the narrative is important. I don't like going back and remaking the world is like a lot of work for a game as small scale as this, but it'd be nice if some of the younger worlds were touched up. Like, you can see that the game just looks so much higher. Better once we get to the later episodes of this. But this is the story of Litra. It's weird because, like
Someone
you
clean up
walk
this mess.
pretty far distances, but like at the same time, the scale of the world doesn't really seem to like exist. It seems to be like really small.
Not even a challenge.
The other benefit to actually
Stay
maxing
down.
my character is I get the command points for leveling and doing missions instead, which is much more useful.
Not even a challenge.
And here we go. Oh, that was so hard. Meditate
The
on
power of the dark side is in me.
This is too easy. Not even a challenge.
Just open, damn it!
That is a track. Like, there used to be a sprint. They must have gotten rid of it. But I thought it was funny just because they, oh yeah, it's default on. They had a default to, it being off. And, I played, like, a good portion of the game without realizing there was, like, a faster walk. I also got to like level 40 without knowing. Back when the road kept was like 60, I think. Without knowing that that you don't get mounts for free. This is actually a Juggernaut. So we'll probably just do the first planet for this one. Probably do like a planet part recording. I think it's like completely feasible. Yes, again, don't. I mean, the story it gets good at points, it gets bad at points. The payoff, I don't necessarily remember what the payoff was, but I don't remember it being particularly like great. Oh, look at that! I found this. What? Okay, well. That did something at some point. I'm gonna bet. Probably just the remove. I do remember the game first came out, they had all these Datacrons hidden around the world. They got buffs for activating them all. There's also some that are just there for story. I don't necessarily remember anything about the Jedi Knight using that, so it must have been the former, and they must have gotten rid of the system. But, you know, they're clearly still littered around the world, so I don't know what is up with that. So, one of the things cool is that, like, across all your characters, you get these things called legacy points. It just gives you, like, benefits. Like, one of the things that I'm going to use eventually here is the legacy unlock that allows me to have a field respec. Because, like I said, I want to do healer, so what I'll probably do is just respec whenever I want to go into healing or whatever, maybe do a dungeon or something like that. We'll probably do a couple of dungeons during this, even though it's completely unnecessary, just to do them. I don't really have a plan. It'll probably be later, because I'll do one of the later dungeons, whatever, push it like 60 or 70, we'll see. Or it may even match me at 70. But once I kind of get like a good handle on what this class is going to work, I'm going to do some. We're going to go at it. Maybe what I should have done is got the healer DPS on the healer kit, and then just like used it for DPS anyway, just because this game is easy. But we'll see. Maybe the healer gear isn't necessarily hard to get, or maybe, hopefully, they share a lot of similar stats. That'd be even better.
You better not be wasting my time, slave. You better have the holocron. A fake. Or stolen from the library, probably. I'll deal with you later. Now, I believe it's time for another demonstration. Gur, step forward.
Yes, Overseer.
Fon, kill him.
With pleasure, Overseer.
Let Gur be an example to you. Fon destroyed him easily, like he will destroy all
If I remember,
Are there any
what I
other
read of the
objections?
the Bible script they gave out, you really couldn't kill with them. They really weren't meant to.
You are only giving us power, Harkon.
And your comments are only hastening your death, slave. Now the rest of you know the next trial. Go. You, slave, stay here. Now, slave, you think yourself pretty clever getting that holocron, don't you?
I really am the best.
You are lucky Lord Zash finds you useful. Now for your trial. The last, darkest secrets of Tulak Horde are buried in his tomb. Lord Zash wants this text. But the final resting place of the dead lord is not easily trespassed. You will not be the first to die there.
I will return with the text.
Do not come back here until you've gotten the text from Tulak Horde's tomb. Out of my sight, slave.
One of the things interesting is that it's going to take me a while to get around. I'm using a mount before you're supposed to get one. I don't think that you get a mount until like 15. So you get it after you leave this planet. I think it's either the second or the third planet you go to that like you officially are supposed to have a mount. Only in cases like this they don't stop you from getting it. But do believe that if you're not high enough level, you can't mount. But, you know what? We don't have to deal with that, so we won't. I mean, like I said, the story is still enjoyable. It's just... there are definitely some lulls in the action, especially compared to Juggernaut and Jedi Knight, which I feel are really compelling in terms of just understanding how great they are. Jedi Knight especially, it is cool with how, like, your dealings with the Emperor, feed into the Knights of the Eternal Throne storyline. My mic is actually blocking my mini-map. That's why I have to keep opening the map. Yeah, there really used to be like cool things. This one was open for the guy who was just here open, and if you said you can wait for it to respond. There's all sorts of like jobs too that give you money. I think slicing is like, what was it at some point the biggest way to...
Not even a challenge.
That guy's still using a Bible sword. What a loser. And not having all his skills to do. Well, slow down. I mean, he'll actually learn his class. That's one of the big ones. People really like to find out whenever someone brings up like leveling issues. Just because, you know, people will get to end game and not know how the class is played. But I think that happens anyway. Like, there aren't many games that where the content as constructed pushes mastery of the class. Final Fantasy, I wouldn't say is close, but they at least have quests geared to your class. It'd be nice if they like put a little more focus into that part of the game, but you know, it's okay. So we adios.
Timber!
One thing I find interesting in the Star Wars universe is just one thing I find really interesting about the Star Wars universe is just how accessible it is for people who care. Like, it's not like overly complicated. It's pretty simplistic. There are some like, you know, really cool and interesting things you can delve super deep, but it's definitely one of those universes where you could wade in like waist deep and still feel really comfortable. In a lot of games, it's just because you're able to just like hack an episode, but disconnect them as well. Like, you know, this one takes place thousands of years before Luke and Darth Vader and everybody. And like, there's still like a lot earlier periods in terms of lore that you can go to, in terms of like the period before the shattering of the Force, where, you know, there was just one side of the Force, and the to die had to balance out all that. But like, you don't need to know that to enjoy the game. No, it definitely helps. Spilling coffee on her shirt. Not a good way to take care of it. Yeah, so it's cool because like they actually, is it this quest or is it the other one that's I don't know, but Starforge is more alive. Well, yeah, it's whatever, but anyway. We could do this quest. I think this is the one where they're just like, oh yeah, you know, give us this thing and we'll die. And you can actually give it to them. And it's not like one of those ones where it's like, well, you can make it up. It's like, no, there's no making it up. You have to go through and recollect all this stuff if you do it. But you know what? It's the pragmatic thing to do. Not because you care in particular about the way they work. There are a lot of things that you can't, like, I don't understand, like, there's a lot, I don't know what games actually have decent free-to-play elements to it, in terms of, like, not gating you. I just know this isn't one of them. You really want to be a subscribed member, and I think they deserve it to a certain level, because it is a really fun game. I've devoted hundreds of hours to playing this. Even with my gripes, it pulls me back in. I mean, some of the class stories are just, like, so bad, but I still felt so attached to the game that, like, I pushed through it. Because it's just like, well, I'll do all the cool classes, right? So obviously you go through and you do the Marauder, and you do the Inquisitor, and the Jedi, and stuff like that, and then you're just like, man, I burned through a lot of these. And in between these, I just want smuggler and everything else.
Magnificent. You slave. No, acolyte. You're the one who brought me this magnificent holocron from the tomb of Marka Ragnos, yes?
Yes, my lord. I found the holocron.
Unbelievable. 1,000 years buried in that tomb, but Sith lords passing it by. And then the most unlikely person comes along. Tell me, how did you manage it?
I had to sacrifice 7 Tukata and eat their hearts.
Really? How strange. It didn't work when I tried it. Your work so far, in bringing back this holocron, and now the text from Tulak Horde's tomb, has me intrigued. I am watching your progress eagerly. I have high hopes for you, acolyte. Sky high.
Really? Harkon seems to favor Fawn.
Harkin's only purpose is to weed out the weak. Beyond that, his opinion means nothing. Good luck, acolyte. Good luck.
I was just about to send Fawn off. What delayed you, slave?
Well, first Lord Zash stopped me to tell me how amazing I am, and then we got talking, and I guess I lost track of time.
Just like a slave to make up stories. Lord Zash would crush you like a gizka if you ever crossed her path. You're not worthy of her presence. Now, did you collect the text from Tulak Horde's tomb?
Of course. As always, I'm brilliant.
Give it here. And no doubt it's been badly damaged. It's what we get for sending a worthless alien to do a Sith's job. Isn't that right, Fawn?
What are we waiting for, Overseer? Why don't we kill this wretch now?
You have a big mouth, slave, but no combat skills. I don't want to see you again until you've satisfied the Korriban instructors. The training facility is on the second floor of the academy and is usually reserved for the Dark Lords and their apprentices. This is not a promotion, and you are not to speak to anyone except the training master when you are up there, understand? You are not fit for their presence.
Please tell me Fawn can come. We'll have so much fun.
Fawn has been training at combat his whole life. He was born to be Sith. You are just as likely to chop your own arm off as not, slave. Now get going to the second floor training grounds. You don't want to keep the instructors waiting.
I'm not going to gain anything from this because I was level 70 already, but it does prevent me from doing side quests, so it's like a little jaunt off here and there. It doesn't really affect me that much. I'm actually really lucky as far as that's concerned. I've had worse.
Hello there, friend. You remember my brother and me from downstairs? With Harkin, right? Sorry it had to be this way. We don't like it any more than you do. Well, maybe a little more.
Now, you really don't know whether I like this or not.
I'm sorry, girl. I liked you. I really did. But Harkin made us a deal, see? We kill you, we go home.
If you're going to kill me, then do it.
I'm sorry. I really am. Quiet, Balak. The time for talk is past. Fight for your life, Acolyte.
This is too easy.
Okie dokie. Okay, we're gonna go back and talk crap. All the stuff I did wrong. Why don't you die?
Well, look who shows up at long last. I half expected to hear you'd crossed some Dark Lord upstairs and finally got yourself killed. None of the others have shown up either. I assume they're dead by now, which means you and Fawn are the last ones.
Speaking of Fawn, he seems conspicuously absent.
You only wish it, slave. No. You took so long returning, I sent Fawn ahead. Your final trial will be to retrieve an ancient map from the innermost chamber of Naga Sado's tomb, which has never been breached in thousands of years. But before you get the map, you'll have to awaken an ancient assassin called a Dashad that sleeps in the tomb. You cannot access the map without him. Understand?
What's so special about this map?
Lord Zash wants it. Oh, and one more thing. You'll be competing with Fawn for this map. Whoever brings it back will be Lord Zash's apprentice. The other will die. And Fawn's already started. So my advice, run, slave. Run.
1 moment, please.
Lord Zash, what are you doing here?
Overseer, Are you implying that I, a Lord of the Sith, don't have the right to go where I please within the Academy of the Sith?
No, of course not, Lord Zash.
Good. I saw the last acolyte arrive. I wanted to see the hopefuls off on their final trial. Where's, the red one, Fawn?
He finished his trial early, so I sent him on rather than keeping him waiting for this.
Pity. I just finished translating the wonderful text this acolyte brought from Tulak Horde's tomb, and it's most illuminating. I don't know that the map can be retrieved without it.
Well, well, well. It's a good thing I didn't start running, isn't it, Harkin?
It's too late. Fawn's already left. You can't just...
What, give one acolyte an unfair advantage over the other? Overseer, when has being Sith ever been about being fair? Now, my dear acolyte, here is what you must do to free the Deshad. There are rods scattered throughout the tomb of Naga Sado. These rods are the keys to the chamber where the ancient assassin is imprisoned. You will need to place the rods in the chamber door and electrify them. I don't know exactly the reason, but it is clear that you will not be able to retrieve the map without the Deshad. But be careful. He is very dangerous.
I have yet to meet a danger I can't defeat.
I will return when both acolytes are back from the tomb. You will not do anything further to affect the outcome of the trial. Understood?
Yes, Lord Zash.
Good. And good luck, acolyte.
Yeah, he has such a hate bone for you. Oh, one of those things But give you a rival. The rival has a reason for not to like you, but they don't give the reason for the other guy to like the rival. I mean, it would make sense if there was like some sort of blood relation or friend of a friend, or just let's be like, oh, he's an actual Sith. But it doesn't really change much if you play a Sith. Except race. A little bit less forthcoming about racism, but
Not even a challenge. Timber! This is too easy.
oh, I'm so tired.
Someone clean up this mess. And stay down. Someone clean up this mess.
Oops, forgot the hat. I thought that before I hit all the way back. So yeah, it must be the Jedi. Or the other one that does that. bit touchy at times. That's all right. See, I told you, I get lost a lot. Just one of them bangs, you know, I work every time, just one of them bangs. So I gotta place these rods at the altar now. Well, the story is like really well done. Production values, one of the things that they really could do better is the just the layout and the quests.
Stay down.
I feel like they missed a really cool opportunity.
Someone clean up this mess.
Yo, wizards, hey. So I think the D&D clock as
Too
well.
easy. Timber!
It's like, oh, to death.
Not even a challenge. Timber! Stay down. Not even a challenge. Too easy.
I have no idea what I was just doing there. That's what I mean by like the time extension things. It's like, I mean, it's just kind of like their way of padding it out, I guess. So,
Iglesias amins wayais furs, kawantida sig fram tauhans. Takida nela suesama warat sain in melanai saigat hawategal. Takasar chais en parks prize war tairen swase ik bus karatida.
You don't sound exactly sane.
Ni pate ufara wisandal sware kalidede akja swaluda is. Ababarna habens, Glaubena, ni Abibao. Was Jabe wise Jabe, prophetess, we sons Jankara high time.
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Tulak Horde is dead.
Iglesias amins wayais furs, kawantida sig fram tauhans. Apruga tua ina in lausolam, ja kasatida tu ima. Wadir warpai an palaikan. Name in Medains. Ipsik by Kunana, Jaus by Rojandan, in Vise Vistai. In Visose White Spila Press in Cretai. In Vise Ewanata, Atragata Indais.
I am your master. Get used to it.
Sisumja, Dargis Golan. Afrangiban.
boss, I'm just like looking at. Skills. Return to Odyssey. This sucks. You don't really deal with Harkin really. So all in all, without the biz, probably would take like 3 to 4 hours to an hour. So that's actually pretty cool. Especially when I get to Hoth and some of those planets I really hate. Hoth is probably the worst example. I get why it's there. Don't get me wrong. I don't see them changing it. Oh wait. Quick travel. Before I go back, like some like random move. Walking. But if you're a sub, it's a way to save a lot of time too, because the quick travel alone. So typically, what, 7 minutes, so like, by the time you get back, you will have gotten exactly what you need to get done. So you can basically avoid ever having to walk back if you remember it anyway. It's definitely better to remember quick travel. By the way, I know this is probably like awful, but you know what? It's how you get started, right? So we'll improve in the future. That's always just I have to probably play this game more on my own. What the idea of playing it again? You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, Overseer, it cannot be done. I went into the tomb, I saw the Deshard across the chasm, but I could not get to it. But the map! Lord Zash is adamant she will not take an apprentice without the map. I'm telling you, Lord Zash wants the impossible. No one is ever going to get that map.
No one except me, you mean?
The map and the Deshard. Get that monster out of here this instant. And give me the map. No, it's not possible. You wretch, you filth. You must have cheated somehow. How did you do it? How did you release the monster?
Sai galut saira, iswis us uferngan jabatnam in buidangarja.
Right. You must have cheated. You must have. You'll pay for this. For patience. You will have your chance at this wealth after you personally deliver this map to Lord Zash.
Eat them both, Cam.
They'll be always so.
Keep your pet at bay for just a moment, Acolyte. I would have a word with Fawn.
Lord Zash?
Yes, Fawn. Now, where's my map?
Here, Lord Zash. Right here.
You found it for me, Fawn? How wonderful. You are one dead man. Silence! Fawn will tell me what happened, won't you, Fawn? You wouldn't dare lie to me, would you? Because it would be a shame for me to discover that you lied to me. Now, one more time. Did you bring this map back from Naga Sadow's tomb?
No. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Harken, you fool. In any other group for any other lord, this young man would have torn the other acolytes to shreds. What were you trying to prove? That you could outsmart me? That you knew better than me what kind of person I wanted for an apprentice? You fool. There's your pet, Harken. Clean this mess up. Apprentice, meet me in my chambers upstairs.
She showed you, Harken. Maybe next time you'll learn to obey your superiors,
This is not the end. Without Lord Zash to save you, you're nothing. I have connections that will hunt you wherever you go.
That's big talk for a worm like you.
Get out of my sight, slave. Your new master is waiting for you upstairs.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that you don't actually get like a showdown with him. I mean, it's kind of shitty actually. But yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to play a female version of this character it is because of stuff that happens, and it makes more sense that the character is female rather than male. I mean, I guess it still works. It doesn't stop
My
it, but-
magnificent new apprentice. Congratulations are in order, I believe.
You know, I could have taken Fawn. I didn't need you to do it for me.
Yes, of course. But it wouldn't have made that stubborn overseer respect your power. So I reminded him of mine instead. Now, I was just looking over this astonishing map you brought back, and I can tell we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Murder and mayhem await.
Patience, my apprentice. We must go about this with tact, all in good time. You must meet me on Drummond Cars. There we can talk more.
Why must we go there?
That is where the map leads, though I likely would have taken you there anyway. The capital of the Sith Empire is a good place for an apprentice to start. I will meet you in my chambers in the Citadel in Kar City. There we can speak more freely of the work ahead, without the fear of unfriendly ears. This is the lightsaber I had as an apprentice. I want you to have it.
I shall wreak havoc with it wherever I go.
Magnificent. No doubt you will. Now remember, my chambers, the Citadel, Drummond Cars. It's imperative that we get to work on this as soon as possible.
Stop right there, alien scum. Darth Scotia has a message for you.
Give me the message.
The message is this. You will not go to Drummond Cars. Everything you've done here, everyone you've dealt with, Lord Zash included, is insignificant. Darth Scotia has eyes and ears on Korriban. He knows what your master is up to, and he is displeased, to say the least. On Korriban, Lord Zash may have her way, but on Drummond Cars, it's a different story. So you see, you have to die.
I've been waiting to give my new lightsaber a try.
Oh, slave, I'm going to enjoy tearing you to bits.
kafargitan.
Alright, so that'll be it for this video right here. I'll get this uploaded, and yeah, we'll start with the next planet tomorrow.